getting to the business end of the season, so in today's video we've got to play this match against West Ham. It's going to be important to win, so that's coming up next. Hello everybody, this is Europa League 1 and welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager 2016 with Southampton. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like and a comment down below. I'm also on Twitter, you can find me at @TheChewyApple and use hashtag #ChewyApplePlay1 when sharing. So, since the last video against Arsenal, when game we played against Arsenal, 6-2 loss, we haven't won a game since. We played West Brom, that's that one. Ward-Prowse scored in the 4th minute, and Sadio Berahino scored in the 6th minute from a penalty, and that was it. Not a very exciting match. Then we played Liverpool, lost 4-1. Ward-Prowse in the 27th minute, and then Philippe Coutinho in the 31st. Daniel Sturridge got a triple in the 45th, 57th, and the 60th. And that put us out of the match. Then we played against Newcastle. We lost 2-1 there. Papi Cisse in the 19th with a penalty. Gonzalo Guedes in the 27th. Made it 2-0. Tommy Orr in the 84th. Brought it back to 2-1. And Classy got sent off, which is annoying. So, today's match is against West Ham. We're at West Ham, so the Boiling Ground. If we have a look at the table, Chelsea are on top, 10 points clear of Arsenal, so Chelsea should go on to win it. We're on 8th, and we are 10 points behind guaranteed entry into the European football. So a win today won't push us above Everton, but it will do us well for this. West Ham, Aston Villa and Bournemouth are currently in the relegation zone. So I will give you a report of what's happening with the team, and then we will go and set up our squad for today. So this is the current state of our squad. Jordi Classy is banned for one match because of him getting sent off in that last game. We have Victor Wanyama also being suspended for 10 yellow cards, which is annoying. Cuco Martinez unregistered, of course. Fraser Foster, he's returning to full fitness in 1 day, so he could be back today. I don't want to risk it. His physicals have taken a little bit of a hit, not much. I mean, his jumping reach is still great, but he probably might not be available for today's game. And then everyone else is okay at this point. There's still some really good players here, and I want to hold on to as many of them as I can. Paulo Gazzaniga is going to go, most likely. He's just not needed. So we're going to go on to today's squad. Okay, so we've gone back to our 4-1-2-3 wide formation. So here is today's team. Fraser Foster is not going to start, but he has made his way onto the bench, so he is available for today's game. So in goal we have Skellenberg. On the wings at the back we have Cole and Cedric. In the middle, Maya Yoshida and Virgil van Dijk. Denisov will play defensive mid. Ramu and Ward-Prowse playing the midfield roles. Tadic and Ramirez out on the wings. And then Pele in at the trequartista role. As I said, Fraser Foster has made his way into the team on the bench. And then for the rest of the bench, we've got Bertrand, Mane, Wami, Jose Font, Tommy Orr, and Shane Long. With Wanyama Classy out on loan, not on loan, suspension. So that's our team. So we'll move on to the game. Yep, of course. That's okay. They need match fitness. So a win here will put Norwich out of touch, although Norwich have a game in hand. West Ham need to win this to get out of the relegation zone. A loss here will put them into dire straits. They have a game in hand. I have 2 games in hand over Sunderland, so I have 2 chances to move out. Other game today, Arsenal-Tottenham. So let's move on. So looks like they've got Creswell, Reed, Bogner, Mark Noble, Andy Carroll's on the bench, okay. And our team's looking very good, so they're playing a 4-4-1-1. Got to go in on Alex Song, have to do that. The morale's not great because we have lost a few games. So a win here at the Boylan's round will do us a world of good. And the morale seems to be picking up just a tad on some of the players. They've gone from a okay to good. So today's match is off and racing, and I will just fix up the speed. So, no real early. Really, first minute yellow card. Ward-Prowse. Valencia gets the ball off our free kick. I'm going to speed it up. Yes, we should play short passing. So, as you can see, we have right behind us Norwich, so a win here is needed. Gaston, Ramirez, Maya, Ishida, Tadic into Pele. We get another corner, and of course we make nothing of it. Cedric back out to Stekelenburg, and that's the end of the highlight. One of their players is injured. Manuel Lazzini. Moro Zarate comes on for him. So we're not going to win it, of course. We're over 20 points behind, so we can't make that up. But we can, hopefully, make our way into those spots. Mark Noble. We take the ball, but Bonner clears it up at the back. Jerkinson. Antonio Valencia. Two good saves there from Stekelenburg. Gives the ball out. And it remains 0-0. So, coming up to half time. Valencia. And the Valencia looks injured. That's good for us. Radio, come on team. It's half time. 0-0. Moving on to the second half. Second half underway. Gaston Ramirez gets the ball off. We make nothing of it. Adrian does nothing with it. Reed, Ogbonna, Zirate, Sacco, Obang, Noble in. Zirate, Antonio, 3 good saves. 3 good saves from Stekelenburg. Ward-Prowse gets the ball. He's been really good this year too. Pele, Ward-Prowse. He's going to be difficult to keep. Fortunately, Gaston Ramirez, Ward-Prowse. Cedric with a shot that's been deflected for a corner. Nothing comes of it, as usual. We make nothing of those attempts. Ashley Cole gets a yellow. That's 3. 3 yellows. Tadic to Cole. Ramu, he's not offside. Pele. I'm surprised he wasn't offside either. We've had some chances. Antonio. Ogbonna back to Antonio. And it's off the crossbar. Alex Song, Jenkinson, Antonio. Oh, and they've put it in. Sacco. Diafra Sacco. In the 62nd has scored for them. Obiang, Antonio in. Sacco has scored again. 2 minutes. A 2-minute double, and we're now down. Zarate, Sacco, Antonio beats the keeper 3-0. Now we're in a bit of trouble. It's not looking okay now. Jose Font's going to come on. I'm going to bring on Tommy Orr. So, 2 substitutions for us. Ashley Cole, Tadic Ramu. Nice shot. Doesn't make anything of it. Antonio. Zarate. Ashley Cole steals it. Pele on the run. Finds Tadic. Denisov with a good shot. clear it up at the back. So it's going to be a disappointing 3-0 loss. 3 goals coming in about 5 minutes. That's disappointing, especially from a team that's fighting for relegation. Jose Font with the yellow. Mark Noble tries to go, but that's full time. West Ham 3, Southampton 0 at the Boylan Ground. That was a terrible loss. So we played Crystal Palace in 8 days, and I thought I'd pause the simulation here to show that Crystal Palace have hired Brendan Rodgers as their manager. As you would know, he was the manager of Liverpool, and before that, Swansea, Reading, Watford. So he got promoted to Swansea, runner-up of the Premier League as Liverpool, and now he's moved on to Crystal Palace. So, Nicola Salerno has been sacked. Hooray. But yes, they've been sitting in 16th place, and if we have a look at their managers, actually quick on Crystal Palace, their managers, Keith Millen got 1 win, 1 loss as his time as manager. Alan Pardew, yep, that's not a great record. So, hopefully Brendan Rodgers will bring some life. We will play them with the first team they play, so hopefully we get to see their new play style. So I'll continue the simulation and bring you back up to date when we get to the game. So this is the squad for the second game today. We're going to play the 4-2-3-1 wide. As you can see, Fraser Foster is in goal. He needs some match fitness, so we'll put him in the goal. He's got 70% match sharpness, so he's there today. On the wings, we have Matthew Targett, the young Englishman. Look at him. Gonna be good. He needs to play some game, 20 years old. On the wing with Cedric, Maya Yoshida, Virgil van Dijk in the middle. Denisov and Classie's back. On the wings, or Jake Hesketh. He's going to be a good player too. We just need to get him on the field. 20 years old. No caps for England. I think he's English. Yep. No caps for England just yet in the youth. Ward-Prowse and Tommy Orr, as I said, and Mane up the front in our attacking role. So I submit this team. Fraser Foster's big to have back in the squad, especially today against Crystal Palace. The other game today. Crystal Palace going as favourites. But we need to win this game. First, with Pele, yes, talk about the 11 players. Drop Jose Font, talk about the 11 players. It's not ideal, of course, having a 15-day gap. It's an interesting team there from Brendan Rodgers. Okay, we need to prove a point out there. We need to prove a point. There we go. They're motivated. Okay, let's get this game on the way. Crystal Palace, Southampton. First test for Brendan Rodgers in charge of Crystal Palace. See if he can do a job. So a win here will cement our spot in 9th over Leicester. Mane. Good goal from Mane. 3 minutes it's taken to get the first goal. And it's already not looking good for Rodgers. Tommy Orr getting the assist. He's been great for us. Ward-Prowse, Classy, Hesketh. Tommy Orr takes a shot from McCarthy with the save. Denisov getting the ball just the end of that highlight there. First test, it's a goal. Mile Jedinak, the Australian national, gets a goal off the corner. And it's 1-1. Yoshida gets a yellow card, of course. Every game we get a yellow card. Tommy Orr gets the ball off that free kick, but now they have it back MacArthur. Mariappa offside. Tommy Orr with the ball, Classy. Cedric. Ward-Prowse back to Cedric. Into Classy, out to Cedric with the cross. No one there, Tommy Orr with the shot. That's gone out for a throw-in. End of the highlight. Ward-Prowse. This is not good. Big loss. Oh, we don't have any second right midfielders. Wami. Come on. Come on, lad. He's going to have to come off because I don't want to risk him getting too injured. Man, hey, that was a terrible kick. So, unfortunately, Ward Prowse has to come off. That's a big hit because those corners aren't going to be as effective. Hesketh, Mane, Cedric. Soare gets the ball out, though, for them. So, it's the end of the first half. Crystal Palace won. Southampton won. We're doing okay. Fraser Foster's doing fine in goal in his first match back from injury. Hasn't played this year at all. As long-term fans of the series will know, Denisov, Hwami with a good strike to begin with. We do need to turn it into something. Classy. McCarthy, easy. Wasn't going to trouble him. Fraser Foster. It's looking alright. Soare into the goal box. Couldn't see who had the ball. Doesn't matter. They didn't score. Cedric. Mane, but McCarthy easily bundles up that ball. Oh, Cedric's picked up an injury. 2 injuries this match. We don't have any right defenders either. Ashley Cole, you're going to have to play out of position. This isn't ideal, but we've got to do it. So Ashley Cole's on for Cedric due to the injury, so that's 2. And injuries really change the way you have to think about the match. Because having 1 injury, you'll lose 1 sub, but now we've got 2 with 2 substitutions. So we've got to think about what's important, who needs to come off, who needs game time. Wickham, Bamford, Virgil van Dijk, clearing up at the back. Sack's not over. Bamford, Macabaye, and Scott Dan with his first goal. 2-1 from Crystal Palace. And we have dropped to 10th. We need to win. A corner here for Crystal Palace. We need to at least get the draw. Draw here will do. Mario, last 5 minutes. We're attacking. Oh, nice shots there. Nothing comes of it. Wami, Ashley Cole tries to get it forward. Can't get it there. Bamford. Virgil van Dijk is sport. Passes it back to Foster, who'll boot it back out. Trying to get it to Hesketh. Yoshida. Denisov out to Cole. Wami. Classy gets the ball. Hesketh. He's offside. Well, it looks like Crystal Palace will get the win. Vergava taken by Virgil van Dijk, and that looks like it's going to be Hesketh. Surprised he wasn't called offside, but it's full time. Crystal Palace 2, Southampton 1. Another loss. Mane in the 3rd minute. Jedinak in the 19th. Scott Dan in the 76th, putting us out of contention for that match. So, I'll be back in a second to wrap things up. So, the schedule from here on out. The next game is against Stoke at St Mary's Park or St Mary's Stadium. Have an away game against Swansea. Then we host Man United. Go to Tottenham. Host Aston Villa for the final home match of the season, and then we head to Everton, Goodison Park, to play them in the final match of the season. As you can see, we lost to Everton the last time we played, all the way back up in on Boxing Day, 3-2. Rodriguez getting a double, Ross Barkley getting a goal deep into injury time and James Ward-Prowse got injured in that game as well. So that's gonna be it. I better check what Ward-Prowse out for 3 weeks with a groin strain. We're gonna have to leave it to the physio. And Cedric had a foot injury. Yeah, we'll leave him out for 2 to 3 weeks. So that brings us to the total. I think we've now got 2 players injured, Cedric and Ward-Prowse, which is going to be difficult, but now we have Fraser Foster back, and he's going to be great. So that's going to do it for today's episode. Next episode, final episode of the season, we're going to play Everton and wrap up a little bit of the Premier League. Then there'll be a sort of season-ending episode after that, wrapping up our team's performance this year, performance in the league and the leagues around the world. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and a comment in the section below. I'm on Twitter. You can find me at the Chewy Apple. Use the hashtag ChewyApple31 when sharing. So that's the end of today's episode. This is ChewyApple31 out.